Camera looks like it's pointing over here. I'm supposedly on camera. That's, I guess, the camera's on that side, so, but it looks like it's pointing that way, so.
Your glasses?
I already changed them.
Oh, okay.
These are blue.
I was looking at those.
Oh, yeah, I don't have one.
I'm just making sure.
I decided to wear it because we're going to be showing some things today, and I'd rather see completely than sort of. So I'm wearing my blue-tinted regular prescription glasses. We are doing... Tell us the movie for today. You.
Isn't this our Halloween episode?
It is our Halloween,
okay,
post-Halloween episode. We're going to talk about Halloween much more today, but what's the movie?
I don't remember.
Tell us what the movie is.
The Ghost Walks.
Okay, The Ghost Walks from
1934.
1934. She's got it. Okay, one of Dez's favorite movies. She
Okay,
forgot
but
it.
you actually last time didn't even announce what the movie would be because you were like, I'm not
Wasn't
what
sure,
Yeah,
wasn't
see?
sure.
So there.
But it is one of Dez's favorites. She grew up watching this. She loved watching this movie all the time. Loved it.
I'm sleepy.
We got Zach Morris on it. We were just watching it out there.
Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the
Yes.
Bell. Yeah. So that's what the movie is today. It's very short, little over an hour long. So yeah. So do you want to talk about the movie first? Yeah. That's about all you need to know about the movie right now.
Is it? It's a ghost that walks.
Do ghosts walk? I mean, think about it.
Aren't they supposed to float?
Yeah, aren't they? Shouldn't it be the ghost floats? The ghost glides along, and I don't know.
Glide like you were on an ocean.
Exactly.
From my video.
Ghosts,
Yeah.
Yeah, ghosts don't walk. I mean, so it's not a ghost, okay? Because there's really ghosts.
Mason says
There's not
so.
ghosts.
Ghost Adventures.
We're
He had
gonna
that
be
on last night, as a matter of fact, when we got home.
Ghost Adventures. There's no adventure, guys.
Oh, it's an adventure.
We're going to be talking about ghosts.
Oh,
coming
it's
up.
so fun to
Coming
make
up.
fun of.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
I think that's why certain people watch it, because people are fools.
But I must say, though, the people doing the show, their acting skills
Oh.
are
You
phenomenal.
gotta
They
be
should
able
do
to overact.
movies
Yeah,
because they legitimately look like they're serious.
Yeah, they're liars. They're doing it for pay.
It's hilarious.
They're news media. They're doing it for pay. Okay. We just touched on the movie. You're going to have to watch it or fast forward it. Last week's show, very little views. And sometimes it kind of bums you out temporarily because there's so few views. But it has to do with how much this movie, public domain movie, has been shown and how many people have seen it. And evidently, Satan has been watched quite a bit because that was not watched very much. And, you just get a little bummed with it a little bit. You got to remember, though. But what I'm talking about this was I watch a lot of the other horror hosts that have been on the internet for way longer than me, doing horror hosting way longer than me. And what I'm often shocked about is when they put on something new, oftentimes it gets way less views than ours. I mean, ridiculous, embarrassingly. And these are more established. They've been on for years and years and years, and they hardly get any views at all. Some of them, like Zombo, for example, they're actually good. Paul Bear, good. But there are some that have been on for years, and they don't get views. And it's almost embarrassing is
but
what it is.
known.
They're known.
Huh.
They're well known. And that when you mention them in the horror hosting community, it's like, oh, we know who they are. They've been doing this for years. They don't get views. It isn't their fault completely. It has to do with the fact we're just showing the same shit that everybody else
Same what?
Same
Stuff?
stuff that everybody else has been showing over and over for years and years and years. Svengoolie does it, and we do it, and all the other horror hosts do it because that's what you do. But we were talking about if they said tomorrow there was no copyright on anything, you show anything you wanted, we would be showing reruns of that being shown on streaming to death that you don't want to see, like The Burbs, for example, it's on, we've seen it for years and years and years. That's what we'd show. And it's like, it's just reruns. There's only so many people out there that can stand to watch this stuff. I mean, they watch crap that is crap on YouTube, and it's just, but it's better than watching the reruns after a while, it's just, but anyway, I just wanted to mention that the other horror hosts are not doing that great. Let's talk about our weekend Halloween. We started off on Monday doing trunk or treat at the cemetery, first time.
That was good.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of people.
Cold.
Cold.
I was in a
little
SpongeBob
cold.
costume. I was
She wasn't
toasty.
cold. She got to go up in the fire truck.
I did. They let me go up in the fire truck ladder. It was very smooth.
Are you going to put any pictures up at the end?
I had no intentions of it. No. If you want to see the pictures, you got to go to our YouTube, our Facebook
page.
group page. And
Did you put some on there?
Yeah, they're on there. But the video is actually on there. But you have to go there to see it.
And I couldn't really move because he told me to hold on to the side.
They had the big fire truck there and they put the brace arms out, to stable it because of the arm and stuff going. And they had to with her because the truck kind of was going like this a little bit and shaking a little bit. But they did get her up in the air a little bit.
I wanted to get in the cop car, but I don't think I could have fit.
The SpongeBob costume's kind of...
It's kind of large, even though that would have been funny to see SpongeBob in a police car. Not gonna lie.
The weather was a little cool. The weather was a little windy. We had trouble with more of our small things. We had a couple figures knock over a couple times. The big bus inflatable did nothing. It
didn't move at all.
It stayed put. We didn't have any issues at all.
And we won the contest. Didn't win anything.
Yeah, they're going to give us
matter.
They're going to give us the old.
Was a contest.
Yeah, they're going to give us the old hearse at the. Yeah, that's what they promised.
That was the prize.
Yeah, they said we could have the old hearse for free if we won the contest, and we did. We always do. But in a way though, it's not fair because we're not.
We didn't have a trunk.
We're not trunking. And we kind of are like breaking the rules to win. We're not going there to win, though. We're just
I didn't
going
even know they were doing a
we
contest.
didn't.
Yeah, people were voting and they all voted for us.
Yeah, but the back of the U-Haul truck was open.
So it counts.
I mean, we were sitting in it, but I was sitting in it. But these guys were up and they were out, and Patty was very warm. She wasn't shaking or anything.
I made the mistake of getting a cone of ice.
I got her the
duh.
cone.
And then I was so
tacos.
cold I was shaking.
We had
I didn't have
tacos.
nothing because my costume, I couldn't eat anything.
Her honey bud had a $13 cup of corn.
What was that actually called?
It was some kind of Mexican thing.
Yeah.
And it was like corn and steak. Literally, the cup was like this big and he paid $13.
$13. Well, it had meat in it. That's what Jason said. It had meat in it, though.
He did. That was his response.
It's like,
It had
what,
meat.
What kind of meat?
I said it was an extinct animal.
It must have
yeah.
been. Yeah. So, but it went real good. And we are expected to show up back there next year and possibly...
The very next day, I got a text inviting us to the other cemetery's trunk or treat.
So we're
that
just
was
going to
gonna be
visit
on
all the
Thursday.
cemeteries.
But we couldn't go.
And I said it's just too short
short a
notice.
notice. We didn't
I had to
prepare.
rent a truck to get it and arrange for help. I can't do it. So I said next year.
Next year
we'll do both.
We have big plans that we will not talk about at this time, but in the future shows we will talk about it. She actually bought a couple things yesterday concerning this for her sake, concerning what we're going to do on Trick or Treat next year. We did this the day after Halloween. She actually spent some money.
I actually spent some money.
Yeah, she bought a
She don't spend money
a
on
thing.
I
and
don't.
She bought a new hat and everything for her costume.
Oh, for herself.
Yeah, for herself.
Oh.
I didn't get nothing. I didn't get shoestrings or anything. She actually bought you a Christmas present there, though, but...
Okay, I take my comment back. Never mind. You don't get no shoestrings. Do you need shoestrings?
I just couldn't think of anything.
Oh, okay. I was like, do you need some shoestrings?
You can always use shoestrings.
You know what? Mason needs new shoestrings because he, can't put his shoes away, and Zeke likes to eat the edge of the shoestrings. Yeah, he's randomly crying out there.
We got a crying bulldog. Got a Piper that is down. Piper is down. What? Oh, don't look at me like you don't know what that...
Austin Powers?
No.
Oh, what?
We got a Piper that is down. I can't do Scottish. We got a Piper that's down.
So I married an axe murderer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Had to be Mike Myers. I was
Yeah, I
like,
can't
No,
do
you
that.
can't.
No. One more thing before we start the movie. This year's Halloween. The lowest amount we've ever had at our house show up, 17. Lowest we've ever gotten was like 50. That one weekend we had the big thing, it was 1,200. But we had 17. And 7 was in the last 15 minutes, and they were all together. They were bigger kids. They were all dressed up, though.
Yeah.
They were all dressed up. They didn't do it just going out to get candy. They actually all had on outfits, so nothing you can say, and I don't like people that say anything anyway. So, But anyway, we had 17. Very poor showing. Very poor showing.
I
but,
worked,
but
and then I went to dinner. But you know what? I went to dinner, and everybody working was dressed up.
She lives in an apartment complex. She would not have gotten
No.
any at the complex. It's very
and Mason
common.
was working. Dara
And
was
we live
working.
across the street from an apartment complex, and there was nobody over there. I mean, nobody. Nobody walking. It's just, it's not like it used to be. You don't see a soul. But I posted that on the Facebook page, and everybody come to the agreement that it had to be because trunk or treats are taking over.
But me and myself, I feel like those are too easy. Part of the fun is going to the houses and seeing how many
Not
houses.
for
The
the
kids,
adults.
yeah, I was gonna say the kids may feel that way, but the parents don't.
And to
No.
me, that's lazy.
Yes,
I agree with
that's
you.
America. Lazy.
But like I mean that I remember the one year it was raining and Dar was
Raining.
like 4 or 5 or something, and that was when Aaron and I were so cordial. Aaron was driving, and Dar and I would get in and out of the car in the rain and do it. Like
I remember
I
doing the
was
same thing
freezing
when I
with
was a
him, but
kid.
it was like that was part
I
of the
will
fun.
say that besides the last group of teenagers, all the kids that came, their parents were also
With
at
it.
least
And-
one of the parents was also in a costume.
Yes, but they were tending to
They
be
weren't
little,
coming
too.
up to get candy, but they
And-
were walking.
I,
with
now
the
I
kids,
didn't
and they were
always
in a
dress up, but
costume.
like I
And the
tried
one
to go with Dar.
woman parent that had the girl that was just them two, I told her, I said, nobody's coming. I said, you're the 9th one. And she said, nobody's coming to this house. You always have stuff in the window. We always see it in... Yeah, nobody's coming. Well, we're blaming it on trunk or treat. People are doing the easy way out. Wherever there's trunk or treats, you just hit the trunk or treats, go where there are. You can get all the
But
candy.
I would
right
hate
in
that
the shot.
because you're standing in a conformed line, and it's
But,
like
but
that's,
you're teaching your kids that don't do it the hard way. Just go to where all the trunks are, get it
But
done, and go home.
I almost don't. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit harder, but like that's part of the fun, running to the houses.
It was when we were a kid,
Like, yeah.
but it's so different now.
But I also think a lot of people don't pass out candy because they're cheapskates too.
Yes, candy. We spent.
Candy is not cheap.
I don't
I'll
know how
give you
much.
that.
I mean, we passed out all our candy, the majority, at the trunk or treat. Did we have leftover? Yes, we did. But we spent a lot of money.
I mean, candy is
Every
expensive.
week at the grocery store, I spent anywhere from $12 to $18 a
and
week.
we were doing this for
And
many
we
weeks.
started
many
this
weeks. We start
many weeks
pouring it into
ago.
containers and stuff like that. So
Because
no,
I
we
was
spent a
looking
lot
at
of
getting
money.
some for work because I keep candy in a drawer all the time. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's
I have a lot of
expensive.
extra candy here. You can take to work if you want to.
Oh, do you?
And that whole bowl
Please, yeah,
on top
because
of the fridge.
we ever since like a month after I started there,
Got a lot.
we've been keeping candy because we feel like we need it. I will take it.
She will take it.
Work people, I'm coming.
Okay, so we're going to call it a wrap on the first section here and let you watch the first section of a very short movie. It's the best quality I could find. I think it's better than the one that's on Tubi because the one we were watching on Tubi was not good. I tend to get better copies on the download sites than Tubi will show on their sites. It's very bad. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, here we go with 1934's The Ghost Walks.
Oh, the ghost walks. The
Walks.
ghost that walks. My bad.
Yeah, The Ghost Walks. Here we go.
Erskine, you're fired.
Why, Mr. Wood, what is wrong?
You! It is your idea we come up to this forsaken hole over the weekend? If I die of pneumonia, it'll be your debt to society.
Mr. Wood, I tried to be a competent secretary, but I have absolutely no control over the elements. How did I know it was going to rain? See, the paper says fair and warmer.
That's last week's paper. You're still fired. How much further do we go?
Won't be long now, Mr. Wood.
Well, it better not be.
Is there something the matter? I guess we're stuck.
You guess you're stuck. What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Oh, no, it's not as serious as that. We just skidded into a fallen tree.
Don't stand there. Don't stand there like a trained seal. Suggest something.
I'm sorry, sir, but I never did work well underwater. I know this part of the country intimately. There are several houses nearby. We can walk to one of them.
Swim, you mean?
I see a light down that way.
You couldn't see a light if you looked at the forest fire.
Mr. Ames. Oh, hello, Caraway. I'm sorry. I didn't recognize this as Dr. Kent's house.
Just a moment, Ames. I don't know who this Dr. Ken is, but I'm getting out of the storm even if it's to be the missing link.
Coming in, Mr. Ames?
Ames! Well, this is a surprise. Good to see you.
Yes, I suppose it is a surprise. We skidded off the road, hit a tree, and became mired in mud, and yours is the nearest house. Oh, pardon me, Dr. Kent. This is Herman Wood, the famous theatrical producer. You no doubt have heard of him, even if you haven't met him.
Delighted, Mr. Wood. You're courageous to face the storms we have up here.
Courageous. Insane, you mean? How do you do that?
And this is Homer Erskine, his secretary.
How are you, Erskine?
Oh, wet.
I agree with you for once.
Hello, Gloria. Glad to see me.
More than you know. A certain gentleman here doesn't take our engagement seriously.
Harry.
Hello, Ames.
How do you do?
Gloria. This is Mr. Wood, Mr. Erskine, Miss Shaw, and Mr. Terry Gray.
Oh, Mr. Wood, I've heard so much about you.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. How are you, young man?
Still quite normal, thank you. Nice of you all to drop in like this. Your idea, wasn't it, Ames? After all, you were invited.
That had nothing to do with it, and I assure you I wouldn't be here now if I could help it. We were just driving to my place where Mr. Wood was going to hear me read my latest play.
Another play, Prescott? My, you are prolific.
Well, play or no play, I ought to be in New York, in bed.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to remain my guest for the night. My chauffeur tells me the roads are completely out. Oh, forgive me for keeping you in these wet things. I'll have Caraway show you to some rooms immediately. Then you'll join us for a cocktail before dinner, for you're staying, of course.
Well, I like the cocktail part of the program.
Oh, Caraway, take Mr. Ames and his friends upstairs immediately. Owing to the storm, they're going to stay for the evening.
Yes, sir. This way, please.
Who are you?
Why, you tell her. I'm beginning to be uncertain of everything.
Why, this is Mr. Wood. I'm Mr. Erskine, his secretary.
I pity you so much. You're surrounded by tragedy and sorrow.
Well, you are psychic, Beatrice. Mr. Wood is the greatest producer of tragedies and dramas in the country.
You mean he was?
Hey, Ames, about this play of yours.
Why, yes, it's in my bag. As long as we can't reach my place, why not let me read it to you here?
Look here. I just remembered an important appointment tomorrow in the city. I must return tonight. Isn't that right?
Yes, absolutely. He has to dress the Travelers' Aid Society on the proper way to fold a timetable.
My dear Mr. Wood, I would gladly assist you, but until the storm abates, there's no way of reaching the city.
Well, we may as well accept the situation, Mr. Wood. We'll have a good dinner and then retire to Dr. Kent's study for a nice, quiet reading. Perhaps it'll make you appreciate my play all the more. They say a full stomach breeds tolerance.
Well, something tells me I shall need it.
Mr. Ames, this is your room. You've used it before. This way, gentlemen, please. This is yours, sir. Right. And this is yours.
Just a moment. Have that coat dried out.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Anything else, sir?
Yes, close the door when you go out.
Yes, sir.
Well, the ghost walks tonight or never.
You don't sound very hopeful.
To the contrary. Not only hopeful, but brave. I'm going to ask you to marry me and go to California, where the sun always shines and the oranges fall from the trees to your breakfast table.
That's a beautiful picture on a stormy night like this. But with or without the oranges and sunshine, you know I won't marry you, Terry, because I love someone else. Terry!
Pardon me? You're not a very easy man to discourage, are you? You forget that Gloria here is engaged to a mutual friend of ours.
I don't think that's any of your business.
Here, Gray. I don't like your attitude.
In fact, I don't think I like anything about you. So what?
Why must you two always act like gladiators? Be sensible. Tonight of all nights must not be the time for any discord. You know I've never given you cause to think of me as more than a friend.
That depends on your viewpoint. I might argue that statement.
I'd like to give you the thrashing you deserve for those insinuations.
Please.
We'll discuss this later.
Erskine! Did you hear that scream?
Yes, you sounded like a grand opera star with acute indigestion.
Worse than that. Sounded like something unhuman.
Oh, pure imagination. If I allowed a noise like that to scare me, your voice would have killed me long ago.
Look here. Are you trying to insinuate I'm afraid? I'm just nervous, that's all. What kind of a madhouse is this?
Oh, don't be so excitable. It's probably your liver acting up again. Have you your pills?
My pills. Any of you folks hear a scream?
Yes, it frightened me too.
Yes, I can't understand where it came from.
Tell them where it came from, Ames. You've heard it before. Why scare your friends unnecessarily?
Perhaps you're right. Any scream you may have heard probably came from Beatrice's room. She's Dr. Kent's patient and Mr. Gray's sister. You met at the foot of the stairs. She's just a little irrational at times.
Well, as far as I know, it's nothing to worry about, simply emotional outbursts.
Don't you just love a night like this? This old house seems to belong in the rain and thunder. I read a book once about an old, old house, and I don't know how many murders happen on just such a night as this.
Was that the clock?
Yes, I guess so. I think so. It must have been. But it's a union clock.
What do you mean?
Well, it strikes any old time.
What's the matter with Beatrice?
Yes, John. I am waiting for you. I am waiting.
That woman gives me goose pimples.
I've seen saner people than her in asylums.
I'm sorry this had to happen. Beatrice's spells are unnerving to a stranger, but after one gets to know her...
Know her. Say, if I never see her again, I'll be satisfied. Now, if you'll be so kind as to find some method for me to leave this house, see that I take it.
Oh, Prescott, we couldn't let you do that with your friend.
I think your friend is unduly alarmed, Ames.
Oh, is that so? Well, who asked you?
He has high blood pressure. He should calm himself.
Oh.
If Beatrice's actions are nothing to fear, she simply dwells in the unknown. As her attending physician, I can speak freely. The girl suffers from hallucinations and the shock of a tragedy that occurred in this house 3 years ago this night. Mr. Ames remembers that night very distinctly, no doubt. That's why he shuns my house.
Dr. Kent, I see no reason for making my sister's grief public talk.
I bet the doctor's going to tell us about some terrible operation.
That ought to be cheerful.
The unsolved murder of your sister's husband must be public talk in this house.
Murder?
I have taken notes on her actions since that night, and each year, at this hour, the flutter of that sound is heard, and she has acted as though the spirit of John, her dead husband, had returned to her. That's all there is to it.
Erskine, we're leaving.
Okay, we were just out in the kitchen dumping candy remains so she can take to work for
I'll be thrilled.
for the
To
folks.
fall.
This is my new shirt, my Goulet shirt. The only problem I have with this is I didn't know it said hell yeah. I thought the commercial says oh yeah.
Because we don't wear
yeah.
shirts with bad language
Yes,
on it. 'cause
and I got
it's
this
not
out
always
of the bag,
appropriate.
and it says hell yeah, and it's like I don't want hell. I know hell is a very very easygoing, not nobody cares about it word, but he said oh yeah. That's what he said on the commercial, and I don't care if it's Halloween or not. It's Goulet. They didn't say on the Goulet packages hell yeah. They don't say that. So yeah. So I don't agree with that.
Not hell yeah.
But speaking of candy that we just got, look what I got yesterday. Just yesterday, the day after Halloween, the Grinch.
Do you know how much Grinch stuff we have at work?
The Grinch.
My store manager buys everything Grinch. Oh my gosh.
The first week of December, the first show we do in December is going to be Grinch-related items that we have, and Grinch mask will be on probably her because she'll put it on, and the gloves and everything. But yeah, I had to buy this simply to show that this is what the Halloween aisle turned into before it even... Well, no. I take that back. I did not buy this yesterday. I bought this the day, Halloween day. We went grocery shopping Halloween morning.
Do they have any Halloween stuff left?
It was all up front. They had moved it all to the front aisle, walk in, and then the aisles there.
Because I'm going there today. I'll have to...
All the candy was moved up there. The candy aisle that was Halloween was turned into Christmas, and that's why I had to buy a Grinch.
Kisses?
Kisses. There's kisses in there, and yeah. So that's why I brought that and showed you that. You just watched the first section. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're watching it. But let's move on to our stuff, which is more interesting. Okay, Deza, you went to Legend Scream Park the other day. Man, this woman loves to go to Scream Parks. I don't know what it is. We started taking her, the first time we went to Niles Scream Park, I think you were we were all together, James and stuff.
Oh, and Dar.
Yeah, Dar was young. The woman loves Scream Parks, and she just does. You know, we went to Niles before, and that's back when they used to have the
Haunted Hayride.
Haunted Hayride, which was really good, and they don't have that anymore. The woman loves to go to Scream Parks because she loves going through haunted houses.
I will
She always
not.
Leads the way. You know what I mean?
I am petrified of that stuff. I don't mess
So
around.
tell us your experience at Legend Scream Park. She never went there before. It's not too far from our house.
So, very nicely, like, it's a nice place. Like, you can tell it's been redone and stuff.
Clean.
Yeah, very clean.
I've never been there.
I sat on a rock while Mason, Dar, and his friend Carson went through the 13th ward, which the guy suggested that was the best one to go through.
Did they like it? I never.
Yeah,
heard
they did. They did. Dar said it was better than Niles. He said it was scarier, and they liked it a lot better. They didn't have as many food things open as I could tell they were still doing construction.
It was Sunday night, in their defense.
They had like a burger place, they had a pizza place, and a pretzel place. So,
and it was Sunday night, and there wasn't a lot of people there on the video. And this was like a week before
But
Halloween.
again, like, it was really nice looking, but just, yeah, I guess I thought there would be more. Because they, like, it's family friendly. I'm not gonna lie, there was little kids coming out of stuff, and they were just fine. But I don't play that game.
She doesn't go. That was a sarcasm, by the way. She does not go. We have gone to up in Niles. We didn't go through the haunted houses when we were there. We went through the haunted hayride, and did you think that was scary?
No,
it was stuff to look at.
When we went through Goosebumps at Disney World, I thought I was gonna die.
And that wasn't supposed to be scary like that, but. Of course, we went many times. I don't know how we even afforded it because it cost a fortune all the time. Cedar Point at Halloween, and stayed at the snazzy hotels that had everything, the Kalahari, and
good times.
Spent just tons and tons of money. I don't even know how I afforded it back then, but we did. But we went to Cedar Point Halloween celebration.
Wasn't Dar barely
several
over
times.
a year?
Yeah, he was very young. She would carry him through the haunted areas so the scare actors would not bother her because he was in her
Or
arm.
they would look at him and like, it was the best ploy ever.
Dar wasn't scared of
He
nothing.
loved
He's
that
still
stuff.
not scared of anything.
He loved that stuff. Like, he enjoyed it. It made him smile, and it saved me, too. Because it was like, don't scare me. I have a small child.
We did get her to go through one haunted house up there, and her boyfriend at the time was in front.
David?
Yes, and she was next to me, had her head down into my
nothing.
arms the entire way. Yeah, seeing absolutely nothing. And believe me, we walked through it, and there wasn't a whole lot
I
that
was so scared.
It was nothing. It was a joke. It was terrible. And,
wax museums, too.
Oh, yeah, wax museums.
Okay, Freddy Krueger. They told me Freddy Krueger's around the corner. I don't play with that.
It was on a screen more
I
so,
don't do Freddy.
She don't like Freddy Krueger.
No.
But, yeah, scared to death of that. With haunted houses, a lot of things, it has to do with, what you think you're going to get scared.
Well, no, at Legends, I guess they locked Carson and Mason in a room and threw Dar out of the room, and he had to wait outside.
I don't get it.
They like separated them for a minute. They were kind of telling me in passing, but
because Dar was the big one.
Carson was in the middle.
Yeah.
And Mason led, and Dar was in the back. But Dar goes, I got locked out of the room.
Well, the rule is, if you don't want to get picked on, you get in the front. If you want to get picked on, you get in the middle.
Oh, he said it wasn't that bad, but I'm like, they ain't gonna pick on Dar.
Yeah, no, they're going to pick on Dar. The middle person gets picked on because that's the one being protected.
Yeah, Carson said it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so, no. And we went through, Cedar Point, we went through another haunted, but it was 99% just darkness, walking around in the dark. It was crap. It was
but
crap.
I don't like
total
that
crap.
either.
The decor, the ambience of walking around at night with the lighting and having, that was fun, stuff like that. You know what I always hate about Halloween, though? It's always cold. It's always windy. It's always raining. It's usually snowing or something. It's like, it's terrible. So, and then this year, to make things even worse, she went to the 4-H fair. She went to Blueberry Festival in September for Labor Day. And both places had the
old school
dark ride. Yeah, dark ride, as we call them. I've been looking to get into ride one of those for years.
Well,
and
then next year you need to go.
Every time I went to the 4-H fairs and stuff like that.
But I went to the Elkhart 4-H fair. The South Bend one just had the one like the fun house. The Elkhart one is the one that had the ride.
Okay, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. I didn't know you went to the Elkhart fair.
I went with Marion.
Oh, that's where you've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
so
she's seen the same one twice, and I missed it twice.
Well, you need to go to the Blueberry Festival.
But I have gone to fairs many times over the years, looking for, and haven't seen one. And so I didn't go this year to anything, and she's seen it both places. So, yeah, I'm a little bummed about that. But so, God, I've got so much to talk about here. But anyway. Okay. I don't know how much time we've ticked away. I'm getting up, people. I'm walking behind the camera and looking what our timer count is. Let me see the timer count.
I can't see it.
I can't see it, guys. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. But, I don't know whether to show something. I think I'm not going to show something. I think I'll do it on the last and the... Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna let you see... If I'll sit down and get back in camera. Section 2 of the Ghost Walks. And then we'll come back and we will show you a treat bag assortment. Hang on.
Dinner is served, sir. No, we're not. Ghosts or no ghosts, we're eating.
We're leaving. You're disobeying my orders.
No, I'm not. You fired me an hour ago.
Gloria, James, Mr. Wood, Mr. Erskine. Hope you're all as hungry as I am.
Just give me an aspirin.
Just give me anything but a tomato surprise. I've had shocks enough.
This is about as cheerful as an undertaker's picnic in a cemetery.
You're right on time, John. I was so afraid you might disappoint me.
Mr. Wood, I think you're right. We better leave now that John's here.
Yes, Erskine, I'm not a cowardly man by nature, but my nerves won't stand this any longer. That woman is dangerous.
My friends, please. I regret these unusual disturbances, but I've experienced these same phenomena in my patient's presence before. There's nothing to fear from the dead. I believe in spirits, but only spirits.
Hear me?
Beatrice, please, your brother wishes you to restrain yourself.
My dear brother seems frightened. As well he should be. Just like all the rest of you are.
Please, Beatrice, there are guests here, friends of Mr. Ames.
What do they mean to me? You, Terry Gray. You, Miss Gloria Shaw. And you, my delightful friend, know what that blood stain is. You were at this table the night poor John fell forward and stained the cloth with his own blood. The night he was murdered. By one of you.
Why, that's a lie. Open that door.
Claire, I'll call the police. Oh, this is outrageous.
Open that door.
Unloosen that portal.
I'm sorry, Miss Beatrice's orders are that no one leave.
Jarvis is only partly correct. I gave that order.
What's the idea?
The idea, my friend, is to protect my patient's health. Any interruption might cause the loss of her sanity. You want the responsibility for that on your shoulders?
I think you're as crazy as she is.
Don't aggravate him.
They're all dangerous.
Everyone will please sit down.
You can't frighten me into anything.
I don't know who killed your husband.
But I believe your brother can tell you.
I thought you'd try to insinuate something like that, and I'm glad you did. Now I can voice what I've suspicioned these past years. You were jealous of John. You wanted to marry Beatrice for money. You, a penniless hack playwright. She preferred John, and you killed him.
There's always been insanity in your family.
Wait. He's right. I, too, always thought you killed John. You're unscrupulous enough to have done it.
That's enough of that kind of talk. You aren't free from suspicion either. As John's cousin, you inherited more money from his death than I did.
How dare you say that?
I can't listen any longer. In the name of humanity, allow Erskine and I to get out of here before they kill each other.
I appreciate that we have outside witnesses to what is going to happen. There is a murderer in this room, and we're going to find him.
John, tell me the person who killed you. Speak quickly.
Why don't you admit it?
Hurry, before it is too late.
You'll talk now or I'll break your neck.
Lights! John! John! Speak to me, John!
Jarvis, turn on those lights.
Where's Beatrice?
Why, I don't know.
Dr. Kent, I demand I be allowed to leave this room.
And I'm with you. Remember my years of devotion to you. Divided we arrive, but united we leave.
Of course, I'd give anything in the world if this hadn't happened. Jarvis, open that door.
Oh, Mr. Wood, I'll see you later.
You'll not see me later. Not for a month, not for 10 years. I'm getting out of here.
And so ends the first act of my little play.
Oh, darling, it was wonderful.
Well, we certainly scared those two.
Nelson Wood's famous for his temper.
Isn't it remarkable how they reacted almost exactly as you had written them into your play?
I'm tired, and we've 2 more acts to go.
Well, you're as clever a group of actors as I've ever seen. And I've got Glory to thank for finding you.
Didn't I tell you they were troopers?
You don't think we frightened them too much, do you? What's the difference? It's a blooming horror play, ain't it?
Oh, Jarvis, go get Beatrice. Good old Beatrice. She certainly played her part well.
Yay, but I was afraid she wouldn't scram before the lights turned up.
Beatrice, are you hurt? Beatrice, what's the matter? Speak.
She's dead.
This isn't my room.
No. And whoever it does belong to has a gun. No, let's don't annoy.
Oh, shut up. This may come in handy.
A manuscript. The Ghost Walks by Prescott Ames.
As the group seat themselves at the table, the vacant chair also moves out, as if an invisible person was preparing to sit down. All eyes are on the chair. As the vacant chair slides back to the table, Beatrice addresses its invisible occupant. Beatrice speaks. You are right on time, John. Erskine, we've been witnessing a dress rehearsal of Ames's horror play.
You mean all those scares were part of the play?
Certainly. Wait. Here, let's try it again. Here. Listen to this.
I'm afraid my play has been surpassed. We have a real menace in this house.
Well, there was no one in the house but us, and we were all in the dining room.
I know I was.
That's right, because I was struggling with you. I was sending you the light switch.
Yes, and I was at the table, as you all know.
I was playing ghost. I was all over the room. But I didn't do it, I tell you. I didn't do it.
Of course you did. Now, don't lose your head. Don't any of us.
A death-like face slowly appears in the dark, ghostly white and pallor. The face seems to float as it reaches the table. Beatrice, hysterically. John, lights out. Everyone remains where standing with the exception of Beatrice, who disappears through a door in the kitchen. So they thought they'd impress me with their phony theatricals, eh? Me, who staged the burning of Rome while the gladiators were being gored to death in the animal pits. I wasn't scared a bit.
Neither was I.
No, what are you doing under the table?
Well, I was looking for you.
Ridiculous. I hate cowards. When we get back to town, remind me to fire you.
Let the play continue.
Now that the play is over, I'll have to tell Wood what's happened.
Here he comes now.
Ha! Still making merry, I see. Well, we thought we'd come down again. It's too quiet upstairs for us.
Yes, we're used to shrieks, sirens, and suicide.
Yeah. Why, what seems to be the trouble? Has Miss Beatrice been found?
Yes, she has been found. Dead.
Is that so? No, I mean, it can't be. It's impossible. What are you talking about?
Mr. Wood, I'm trying to tell you that Beatrice is dead.
Beatrice is dead. I don't believe it.
Let's put this whole thing straight to you, Mr. Wood. We're all actors, hired by Ames here to present his play to you.
Actor?
Everything that's happened since you arrived was part of the play.
Except poor Beatrice's death.
Mr. Ames, am I to understand that I've been witnessing part of the play you were to read to me?
Yes, I thought it a good method of presenting it to you. You see, this is really my house, and the fallen tree on the road was all part of my scheme to fool you. The storm, of course, was an added break.
Well, if these chills and thrills have been theatricals, where does the death of Beatrice fit in? Surely you don't destroy your characters.
Somebody evidently does.
We don't know any more about it than you do.
The police should be notified.
Now, wait a moment, everyone, please. I know that this is even more confusing to Mr. Wood than it is to us. He still believes we're putting on the play. So the only thing we can do is to show him Beatrice.
By all means, do.
Yes, death is no novelty to us.
No.
We stage it 8 times a week, including matinees.
And benefits.
Now remember, no one is to touch the body until the police arrive. In there.
Well, where is she?
I don't know. What could have happened?
Well, you ought to know. You're the author.
Impossible. I never heard of it. The place must be full. We ought to get out of here.
Where can she be?
Perhaps he just stepped out during intermission.
Gentlemen, this is too serious for joking. She was on that divan 10 minutes ago, dead. You've got to believe it's for your own safety.
Oh, And you think we're all in danger?
We most certainly are.
We've got to search this house and find Beatrice and a person who...
I wonder who that could be.
Well, we'll never find out until we answer.
I will.
We all will.
Who are you?
Who are you?
A guard from the Greystone Sanitarium. Seen anything of an escaped patient around here?
What kind of a patient?
A quiet one, until disturbed, at which time he becomes slightly murderous.
Well, so help me if this ain't a night.
Oh, what's going to happen to us next?
Who are these people? I didn't know anyone was living here until I saw the lights.
What makes you think he came here?
Empty houses make good hideouts. I never saw or heard of anyone living here in the past few years.
Well, I've been living here about a month. I think you've come to the right house at that.
Yes? Has anything happened?
Uh-huh. A murder and a disappearance.
What are you winking about?
Winking? Why, my dear man, you're saying things. I simply stated a murder had been committed.
Murder? Ah. Well, it's him all right, then.
Well, who is this man you're looking for?
At the sanitarium, we'd call him Case 222. I guess you'd call him a homicidal maniac.
A maniac? And you think he's loose in this house?
Now, be perfectly calm. If my patient is here, and you scare him with hysterics, he might tear you apart to see what caused the excitement. That reminds me. Has anyone called disappearance?
No.
Well, that's a usual procedure, isn't it?
Oh, we forgot to, I suppose. But there's a telephone right here in the study.
Telephone?
Hello? Hello? Cut.
I suppose no one knows who did this.
Why should we? You don't think it's fun to be isolated with a maniac?
If the plate calls for it, yes.
Well, I don't know what the rest of you are going to do, but I'm driving into town for the police.
Wait, it isn't safe outside. I'll walk with you to the garage.
Thanks.
I'll be right back. So those who want to go to bed are safe enough. Besides, it's easier to die in bed.
Come on, Ken, let's turn in. It's as safe up there as here if we lock our bedroom doors.
What's the idea?
Why, you're choking terribly.
Well, can you do any better?
You know, I had a hunch that Beatrice should never appear in a horror play.
Why?
Too highly strung and impressionable. A fatalist. She figured if you were paid to scare people, the law of compensation would see to it that you got scared yourself.
Utter nonsense. How could anyone possibly foresee a maniac coming here tonight and committing murder?
Don't interrupt him. The play's improving.
Not enough action for me.
Okay, if you had the opportunity, you just fast forward to section 2 of the Ghost Walks. So you're halfway through, or we're halfway through the movie. And we're going to be showing you an assortment, because it's our post-Halloween show, we're going to be showing you an assortment of treat bags. Some that were actually used by human hands, Dar's human hands. This is
Our favorite.
Yes, this is our favorite. How many times did Dar carry it? He carried that a couple times,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
he? A couple times over the years, because this was a popular one. It's got the eyeballs and the finger. That looks like a thumb. That is definitely a thumb.
Yeah, it's a thumb.
Got a thumb and a finger, an ear. Get the wax out of there. Get a little Q-tip and get the couple eyes. Wide set eyes like that. But yeah, that's zombie, because Dar had this because of zombie-ness. Dar was a nut about zombies, so.
Dar actually used this the year he went to the zombie walk, because we have pictures of him.
Why would he, did he not have that one yet?
No, that came later in life.
Yeah.
This is one of his first ones.
This is a little cumbersome, too, a little heavy.
And it actually did make noise. There's a button here.
Oh, batteries, long time ago. But this is kind of heavy to be lugging around.
And he was only like 4.
Yeah, so that's kind of an elaborate bag. Now these sticks here, I call them sticks. They have price tags on some of them because I have so many of them. Frankenstein, does any of these
Nothing works.
I thought sure I had batteries in these. Okay, these usually make sounds and talk and stuff. Frankenstein here, these don't move. They just make sounds. They light up. The eyes light up here. This doesn't light up, but it makes sounds. And this way, if you got COVID, you go like that, and then it's like, stay away from me. I got COVID. The Democrats said we do. And then does that work?
No.
I must have took the batteries out of these. It's the only thing I can think of, and I didn't put them back in. But the Mummy. I should save that for our Mummy show coming up in January. What is this?
Frankenstein.
I thought this was Frankenstein.
You can have more than one.
Yeah, I guess it is Frankenstein. He's got the stitching. So this is two different. This is a cooler Frankenstein. Yeah, but I'm putting these down here.
And then these are like old school.
These are the common things like you would with the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, I call them pumpkin, the cauldron, and then the skull. I didn't bring a pumpkin one in. They're very common. I've got green and purple and, of course, orange and stuff like that. And then these are more of the generic-ish bags.
Correct.
That makes me think that was something else, and I threw it in there because it's got like a zip
I used to read
thing
these
on
books to Dar.
Yes. I think this was collected but never used.
Oh, Dar didn't use that.
No, this was never used. The square pumpkin, I can't. I remember having this on, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. But yeah, I remember seeing the square pumpkin. But yeah, I think we got this with other things along with the collection, and like I do, I just keep it. So throw that back in the thing. And so we're gonna have to clean up all these before the next section. Okay. I just want to talk about a few other things while we're here. Over the years, back in the day, early on when we did the walkthrough, the walkthrough all started simply in our yard by the first year, one of the first years we ever lived here, which was 37 years ago. I had a big backed wicker chair in the entryway with with a gorilla mask that I paid a lot of money.
The gorilla mask that I took to school for show and tell.
You wear it?
Yeah, this is kindergarten.
It was a very expensive, high quality. Got it from my stepdad's magic book.
And I remember that wicker chair.
It was very expensive. Back then, you couldn't just buy stuff like this as well. 37 years ago. And I made a figure and put and people thought that was the coolest thing, that we had this inside our entryway that they didn't even get near.
A gorilla in a wicker chair.
Yeah, they thought that was cool. And I thought, that's where it all started, because I thought, really? People thought that was good?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, people thought that was good. And it's like, you think that's good, huh? Let me see what I can do. From that point, I just got worse and worse until I ended up building a complete walkthrough with 118.
Do you remember when you just did it in the front yard, and every night we would have to go outside
bring it in.
and bring it in?
When we did it in the front and back, we had to bring it in the front because it was.
Wasn't I in middle school at that time?
Yeah.
And that stuff was heavy.
So many times I would be building monsters in the third bedroom, and Deza would come home, have to be home here for like 15, 20 minutes by herself. She'd have to unlock because she was coming home.
Yeah.
And I would have a monster in there that I was working on. I had to make sure that I had the door closed and stuff because it would scare her.
And it's right hooked to the bathroom.
That bedroom is hooked on to the bathroom.
No one
because
wants to go to the bathroom up in there.
But she was scared of everything, and she was by herself. So I had to make sure, because that's where I built everything, was the third bedroom, because nobody was in there at that time. And, well, nobody's in there now. It's just a display room now. Our house has become a display room, actually. Yeah. Anyway, that's what led to the walkthrough. It all started very simply. One thing led to another. It got bigger every year until I ended building the whole backyard, and then I just started buying more things and more things and more things. I was able to store all the figures, 118, at my work upstairs before it closed. And see, when I lost all that storage, I didn't have the room here at that time. Now I could get away with it. I could maneuver things. Nobody lives here with us now. This is a 4-bedroom house. 2 of the bedrooms are very large. We got a two-car garage. Nobody lives here. I could put 118 figures here if I had to, but I use this whole entire giant room here as just our showroom. And then, you know, yeah. So anyway, that's what led to the walkthrough. I just want to mention a couple things about the walkthrough. How I used to have to make things that you did not have to make now. You don't have to consider it. I used to have to make very hard, different designed tombstones out of wood and metal and everything.
That stuff was so heavy.
And then paint it with a base and paint it gray so it would look like granite. And because you couldn't, I know it sounds ridiculous now, but you couldn't go out and buy styrofoam tombstones.
But those looked so much better, though.
They looked way better, and
those were heavy. We had to pick them up.
They were a little heavy because they were out of wood, and they had a heavy base and metal. And I did them differently shaped and everything. It was clever and it looked good, but you couldn't go out and buy.
They didn't even have styrofoam ones then.
Nothing to speak of. They were crappy ones. Now you can buy.
That does sound.
Now
insane.
you can buy everything, but things that I had to make back in 37 years ago, and less, you couldn't buy. Now you can not.
You can buy anything.
Yeah, it's hard to think of anything that you can't buy 10 times over. Things that I had to make, you don't have to make anymore. Speaking of things that you buy though, fog machines. I think we've all learned. Any of us Halloween people have learned. Fog machines are a temporary item that you buy. Do not spend a lot on them because they do not last.
No.
I've heard of different ways to make them last longer, but when it comes down to it, they are overpriced pieces of junk that end up clogging very easily. And once they're clogged, it's really hard to unclog them. They're pretty much garbage. I have bought a few over the years, and they all ended up in the trash because they stopped working. I'm sure there's some of you out there that say, well, I know how to clean it. Yeah, you shouldn't have to, okay?
No,
you shouldn't.
Some of them are really expensive.
Some are very expensive, and they shouldn't go haywire on you like that. I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of money on that, but don't buy fog machines unless you know something that the rest of us don't know. You're better off, even though you don't want to touch that. But one more thing we're going to talk about before we go is pumpkin carving. We're not maybe next year. On the Halloween show, we will actually carve pumpkins.
I didn't. And is this like the first year?
I think it's the first year that none of us carved pumpkins. We have nobody little anymore.
They did
She usually has a different boyfriend every stinking year, and they carve pumpkins together.
You make me sound so terrible.
17, 18 boyfriends in the last 10 years.
Well, they have either cheated or had mental breakdowns, so
yes.
I can't.
Yes. But no, we did a lot of pumpkin carving, and next year we'll probably do it on the show.
We did a pumpkin painting contest at work, and
this year?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't.
But we're also busy at work. A lot of people had to just take them home and paint. The one that won was they painted it like a minion. I don't like minions, but it was very well done.
Ones that
you know what they won? They won $50. We didn't know they were going to be giving out that much money.
We'll work a little harder next year.
Yeah. But they let Izzy and Sean took home 2 small ones. They actually carved pumpkins, and his mom cooked the pumpkin seeds. So they had a whole thing.
I've always threatened to do that, but I never did that.
Sean said it wasn't that bad because I said it sounded gross.
They're hard. They're hard.
But they did that.
It's like a sunflower seed gone bad.
He said, "Do you like sunflower seeds?" I was like, "No," and he goes, "Well, never mind then."
Yeah. Next year when we're doing this show, we'll probably because we got to do it differently. We've got to do it differently, and the holidays are going to repeat. We're going to have trouble. So we'll probably actually carve pumpkins next year. And we all know how fun it is when you cut open that top. First of all, you got to slant, or it'll drop right straight through. But everybody loves digging in there and getting the gut parts right up into your arm here, because it doesn't even make it itch or anything.
My arm turned straight up red. Oh, remember how Dar hated how that felt when he was little? Oh, yes. He hated it. He would just,
He liked the carving part, but he wasn't going to clean out that nasty pumpkin inside.
He hated that.
And which dog of ours would grab the guts and eat it? Was it Columbia?
I don't remember. I know there was a dog that did it.
One of them did. They did. It's like, oh my God, I want those pumpkin guts.
Can you imagine Raven? Raven would probably stick her head in that pumpkin.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's more of our Halloween stuff that we're talking about. And the next one up, we'll have Patty come back and we're going to talk some more about Halloween stuff. Okay, because this is our post-Halloween show.
Section 3.
This is Section 3. I know you've been saying hurry up and get done talking here so we can get to Section 3. Section 3 of The Ghost Walks. Okay, watch it. Here we go. We're gonna clean up this mess and then revamp and get ready for when Patty comes back.
Tell me, Ames, just how did you happen to come to this house yourself?
Funny you should mention that. I was just asking myself the same question. Of course, you saw that painting in the drawing room of Gussie Gillis.
Sure, everybody knew him.
And his history?
Naturally. Personally, I thought he was the worst butcher who ever severed a tonsil.
Right. And you remember how 9 of his patients mysteriously disappeared after he treated them?
They were murdered.
And when the police came to arrest him right here in this house, he committed suicide. He lost his mind from the strain of his surgical work, I guess.
Get to the point, man. I know all that record. Now, you say this house was his. How did you get it?
Why, that was easy. I simply advertised for an old, isolated country home. And the real estate agent for the Gillis estate answered and said he'd be glad to rent me this place. It's been vacant ever since the doctor's death. People were afraid to live in it because of the crimes that were committed here. It's supposed to be haunted. And the local people swear they've seen the lights go on and off in this house even while it stood unoccupied. Well, the rest of the story is short. I wanted to write a play in the same atmosphere he had lived his ghoulish life, so here I am.
I'll bet he'll come back to haunt you for this.
Jarvis get away all right?
Yes. There's no one around the ground, so I think I'll search upstairs.
I'll go up, too. I'm going to bed. And I'm resigning from your cast. You playwrights are all screwy.
I take it that this ends the second act. Now, if you don't mind me saying so, I think your play is rotten.
Well spoken, Erskine. Forget about being fired. Let's go to bed.
Yes, go to bed, Mr. Wood, and get some sleep. You insist the play is still on, but we've tried to tell you that it's ended in a tragedy. Good night, sir.
Good night, Miss Loren.
Good night. Ames?
Good night. Be sure and let us know if anyone else is murdered.
I can't convince those fools. They insist we're still playing for their benefit.
Oh, I wish we were out of this dreadful house. First it was Terry pestering me, and now this awful tragedy of tonight.
Don't worry, dear. You look all worn out. You get some sleep, and I'll see that nothing disturbs you.
Oh, I'm too frightened to sleep. Tell me the truth. Who do you think could have killed Beatrice, and where do you think she could be?
Well, personally, I believe it was just a burglar who's long since disappeared.
Then why would he steal the body?
Oh, to cover up the crime, I suppose. Now, you go to bed, dear. Why, Gloria, what is it? Oh, you poor kid, your nerves have completely gone.
Oh, it's you. I ought to pull the trigger, Pat. Well, come on, snap out of it. What is it?
Mr. Wood, maybe we're wrong. Maybe this isn't the play we're witnessing after all.
Oh, rubbish. You saw the manuscript, didn't you?
Yes, but I didn't see anything in it about the top of my bed coming down and smothering me, just like a steak under onions.
Oh, nonsense. You've had too many cocktails. Besides, I wouldn't be lucky enough to celebrate your demise by violence.
That's a fine way for you to talk to me. Me, who's been everything to you but a mother. Now, Mr. Wood, listen to reason. I may be all wrong. I'm a nervous man by nature. But if this play is still going on, it's the closest thing to reality I ever saw behind the footlights.
Oh, you're a sissy. I tell you, this fellow Ames is clever. He has reality in this play, and that's what the public wants. Now, let me alone. And if you want to stay in the theatrical business, stop letting it scare you.
Oh, I was kidding all the time. That bed bracket was only a dream I had. And you were in it, too.
I was not. I was reading.
Yes, I saw that. You were reading a book on psychics. You were worried about the future yourself.
Say, go home and go to bed, will you, please? And if you want to think of the future, remember I'm firing you.
Mr. Wood, I have a premonition that we must stick together tonight. You need protection.
You mean you do? You're trying to muscle into my bed because you're frightened. Go home.
Oh, my dear employer, play or no play, I have no relish for my own couch. Move over.
Say, this is all Tommy rot. You've got the mind of an oyster and the nerve of an acrobat. As my secretary, I do allow you to share my office, but that does not include my bed. Hey, you were born in October, weren't you?
Yes, during the National Apple Week. Why?
It says here, your type is the instincts of a bloodhound, the heritage of the homing pigeon, the attributes of the ferret, and the heart of a lion. Yet you snuggle beneath my quilts, you cream puff, because a make-believe play is scaring you. You're fired once and for all.
Will you please close my mouth if I'm snoring? I have adenoids.
Adenoids, too? My Lord. Homing pigeon, ferret, lion. I'm sleeping in a zoo.
I was worried about you. Up here, all alone.
I'm all right.
Listen, Gloria. You know I love you. Why do you always give me the cold shoulder?
I'm just not interested, Terry. Why did you come here? It makes it very embarrassing.
Oh, I know. You're afraid your playwright sweetheart would be jealous if he knew I was here. Well, I wish he could see you now. I just came in to say goodbye. I'm walking out on this play, but I've got a curtain speech to make. And this is it.
Stop, Terry!
Gloria! Gloria!
Oh, you fool. Now see what you've done. I'll hide in that closet until he goes. If you tell him I'm here, I'll tell you invited me. Understand?
Oh, darling, what frightened you?
I saw a man.
Oh, where was he?
He came in that door. I screamed and he went away.
Oh, you poor kid, what a narrow escape you had. Wonder what that screaming was about. There's a light in Gloria's room. Let's see what's up. You take it easy. I'll find a guard and we'll search the house again.
What's happened? We heard screams.
Someone tried to break into Gloria's room.
What? Who?
I don't know. Here comes the guard.
Seen anything?
Plenty. Gloria was almost attacked by someone.
Fancy that. Who do you think it was?
I don't know.
We'll wake up everybody and find out.
Good idea. Let's try Terry first.
Oh, Terry.
Gone. Not a sign of him. Whose room is this?
Oh, that's mine. And there's Erskine's room and that's Mr. Wood's.
Well, let's see what they know. Empty.
Darn the luck. I wonder if that maniac could have tried Wood's room before my mind snaps to.
Eh? Oh.
Hey, you two. Get out of here. My office hours are from 10 to 4.
Seen anything strange in here?
Yes, here's an exhibit that ought to be in a museum.
What are you doing in here?
I was sleepy. Is the play on again?
No, we're just having a roll call.
Well, consider us absent.
Terry. Terry, come out.
Gloria. What, again?
Oh, let's don't miss this.
I might as well be a fireman.
Gloria, what is it, dear?
It's Terry. He was standing right in that closet. He's disappeared.
Well, what was Terry doing in your closet?
He was hiding.
From whom?
Why,
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, no, please let me explain.
It isn't necessary. I think I understand.
I'd sooner trust a lunatic than I would a
Yes,
woman.
they're more reliable.
Strange how anyone could disappear from behind a nightgown.
You couldn't from behind my cousin's. She weighs 250.
Are you winking at me again?
Say, let's go down and get a drink. This isn't a horror play, it's a bedroom farce.
I don't think this situation is fair to me. You people are of very little help. That patient of mine is evaporating. He thinks all I've got to do is to look for him. Besides, I promised to be a 4th of Bridge tonight with some friends of mine.
Speaking of wasting time, Jarvis should have been back from town with the police long ago.
Oh, Caraway. Will you and Kent go back upstairs, please? Just to be near Gloria. I couldn't stand seeing her myself just now, but I don't want to expose her to unnecessary danger.
I understand. We'll be glad to help. I'd just as soon go up again anyway. I'm dead.
Please don't use that word.
I don't like that fella Caraway.
Oh, forget it. He's just a seedy butler.
Well, I feel duty-bound to see this night through. I live here and all that, but I'm beginning to reach a breaking point. The situation is getting out of hand. It seems to me you're about as useless a guard as I've ever seen.
Well, I've worked in 2 penitentiaries and 3 asylums and never had any complaints.
Best actor of the bunch. Well, boys, I'm going to retire from now for the 2nd time tonight. Abe, go on with your rehearsal, but don't disturb me for the finale. And again I say, good night.
Please continue. I never walk out on anything that doesn't cost me something.
What does he mean?
Oh, these fools think we're putting on a play for their benefit.
I'm hungry.
I could destroy a few vitamins myself.
Well, you'll find some food in the kitchen. I'll be waiting for you here. Hello? What are you doing down here?
Why, I just came down to get some cigarettes.
Well, you shouldn't have left Gloria upstairs alone.
Well, I'm not her guardian. If you're so anxious about her, why don't you go upstairs and play watchman yourself?
That's just what we're both going to do.
Well, the scene shifts. So do I.
Okay, you just watched section 3. Section 3, ooh. Well, so they're only a little over 15 minutes long. You can handle it. It doesn't take you long to fast forward. Okay, Patty's here. She said she didn't have much facts, but man, that card's got a lot of writing on it. A lot of writing. I don't know. We might have to cut her section down a little bit because she just rambles on and on way too much, and we don't want to sit here and listen to all this crap. She had to censor some of it out because it wasn't good. Some of the stuff wasn't good as usual. Okay, go ahead. Facts about the cast on Ghost That Walks.
It's not the ghost that walks. It's the ghost walks.
Remember,
Yeah,
I
the
screwed
ghost.
it
Yeah,
up.
I threw it in. Yeah, I was talking too fast there.
John Millian played Prescott Ames. He was known as the tall, smooth-talking villain for 40 years. That's what he was known as. Yeah.
Is he cute?
He was okay looking back in the day. He was also in the Ten Commandments. He played the blind Israelite grandfather. I remember that character for some reason.
That's
yeah.
Why?
That was him.
I think we all sort of remember that.
I've never seen the Ten Commandments.
Oh, you're kidding.
If you don't live by them, why is she going to watch them, okay?
Okay, now I'm done.
It's long, but you need to watch it. It's
I need to ask
epic,
Dawn.
man.
You know how it turns out?
It's epic.
I need to ask Dar. I'd be like, listen.
Spoiler alert.
I need to ask Dar. Be like, Dar, have you watched the Ten Commandments? And if he doesn't, I'll be like, sinner!
All right, Johnny Arthur, who played Homer Erskine. He was known, this kind of threw me, he was known for playing overtly homosexual characters. I'm not sure what an
Instead of
overtly homosexual.
Flamer.
Because, see, we're talking back in the 1930s.
Was he gay?
That's what I said.
It
He
may
never
be
married.
Implication that he probably was.
But saying overtly homosexual characters, in 1930, they didn't have homosexual characters in movies. The only thing I could figure out was the character he played was a little
flamboyant.
Yeah, maybe. And then in 1934, they put out the production code, which was what you can and can't do, blah, blah, blah. So then he became known for fussy characters.
So if you're gay, you're fussy?
I don't know. That's just the way it was worded. So it kind of, but it was also sad because
Here we go.
he was in an unmarked grave for 60 years.
He had no wife, no kids, no grandkids.
It's very sad to be in an unmarked grave. And then after 60 years, this basically a tour company that did like celebrity.
They did it?
They purchased a marker.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's like, oh. He also played Darla's dad on Our Gang.
You didn't say that, Darla.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so.
Spanky.
Spanky and Our Gang.
Spanky,
Alfalfa.
Spanky, Alfalfa, Darla.
It was called Our Gang.
That's what it was like, what's Our Gang? Little Rascals.
Little
Yeah,
Rascals,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But they originally were called Our Gang.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't know what you were talking about.
Wilson Benji played Jarvis. He was typecast as a butler or a valet, and he was the most famous manservant of the 1930s.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What was Iron Man's
Jarvis.
Okay.
And who did the voice?
Oh, good Lord. I don't know.
God, I did know. I'm blanking.
Mason might know. He loves
Paul something. He was with the one you like, Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh,
What
that
character
tall dude?
did she play?
That tall dude?
Vision?
Yes, he was Vision.
That guy.
He played Vision.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah,
I couldn't think of
Vision.
that.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Eve Southern was Beatrice. In 1930, she was named one of the 16 screen beauties.
16? That's a random.
Yeah.
I know, it was kind of weird. 16. She studied music and was known for being able to do 3 octaves. I can do 3 octaves. That is
Been down that road.
not that big a deal. Maybe back then that was a big deal.
I can do
don't know.
27 octaves.
No, 3 octaves nowadays is nothing. You have like Mariah Carey who can do like 5. Ariana Grande supposedly can do 5. I don't know. In 1929, she was in a car accident and was in a plaster cast for like months. Her whole body was
she
in a
didn't die from
plaster
it.
cast. Nope. And in 1932, she broke her back. It's like, gosh, woman. But she ended up dying from Parkinson's disease. And that's all I got.
Okay, good.
Good.
God, we got a couple things I want to talk about. This is going to go long, guys. So if you're going to have to settle back and just watch it. This is our post Halloween show. With Patty in here, I discussed this with Deza the other day. We watched Rhonda Shear Up All Night on Kings of Horror for the first time. She was back after all those years. Me and Deza, I'd come home from work on Friday nights, and we would watch USA Up All Night with Rhonda Shear. Back in the day, we'd watch
elementary school.
Yeah, we'd watch all the
little.
Vice Academy movies. It's something we did, and we liked doing it. It was something we looked forward to on Friday night, and Rhonda Shear was absolutely stunning. She's back after all these years. She's in her upper 60s, and she still looks very good for in the upper 60s. She's gained weight, but she still looks attractive. But we were watching the show on Kings of Horror. The movies stunk. They usually do. But we were watching it to see what she did. The skits, what little bit of skits they did do with her were absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Didn't even hold up.
We just kept looking at each other like,
yeah.
what?
It wasn't even horror host quality. It was crap. I don't know where they got these people to do the certain characters, but they need to get somebody else. I don't know.
They
if
need
it's,
new writers.
Yes, something. It wasn't good. And the girl was from some reality show, and the guy was from the Home Shopping Network, and I'm not making this up. Okay, it was bad. But more than not, though, they were just constantly advertising her shirts, her sweatshirts, her
comic books,
her comic books.
Her books.
$50.
Wait, comic books?
$50 a crack. $50 a crack for the comic books. Her book, they'd be signed, but it's like, oh my God. And her lingerie stuff that she sells, her undergarments that she sells on the Home Shopping
And the kicker?
Network.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the kicker is what I told you. The one segment she was advertising sex toys for Playboy. They were showing the sex toys.
Okay, I didn't think that was that big a deal.
They were playing with a...
Kids watch this.
What kid is watching Rhonda Shear?
It looked like...
It's the old scary movies.
It looked like about this size, and it looked more like a microphone, but it was a vibrator, and they were playing with it and throwing it around. I didn't even know what it was at first.
I'm sorry, when Dad told me, I thought it was funny, because most kids are not watching Rhonda Shear.
Here's the point. Got on there and you shouldn't be selling this on a TV show. Type thing.
I didn't think it was necessary.
It's not appropriate.
Okay, and Rue Morgue magazine was advertised on there. It was kind of in that realm, and that was okay. But the sex toys,
I would have just laughed. I don't think
it was bad enough that she's
it was
trying
so
to get
much
money every.
It was so much advertisement.
I think more of the show was advertising, trying to get you to spend money than it was watching.
So it was like her own Home Shopping Network.
Yeah, with everything.
I know.
And there was more. And the movies that were around it they were terrible. They were absolutely terrible. I'm sure they probably paid them to use their movies with Rhonda Shear coming back so they would be seen more, but they were not good. Anyway, we did not like the first appearance of Rhonda Shear Up All Night on Kings of Horror. Not real fond of Kings of Horror. I don't know how they got all their subscribers. They have thousands and thousands of subscribers, and very, very little of the very small percentage of them actually show up and watch their show. Much like ours, like many
no
others.
bashing other horror hosts.
They're not a horror host. They're a horror channel. Okay, there's no horror host to me involved over there. It's a horror channel, but it's just like all the other channels. You have tons of subscribers. Nobody shows up and watches your show. Get off our channel then. Get off of it. Okay. You don't want to watch it. Don't watch it. Okay, we're going to talk about a couple other things before Patty goes. We're going to talk briefly, because this is our Halloween post show, we're going to talk briefly about the costumes that were worn in the past. How Patty worked and slaved, making her into a poodle.
I did.
And Minnie Mouse. They were phenomenal.
Deza had to pose on all fours.
I did.
I don't know what grade you were in.
Little.
She was in school and she had.
It
to
was
go
a white poodle, and I had pink and
And
she had pink ears, pink tail.
I had a dog collar.
And she had to pose on all fours
And I
in front of,
made it.
in front of the laundry room
And
door.
it was fur.
It was good.
She did a great job
And I did.
sewing.
I was Minnie
The only
Mouse.
thing I ever sewed was Halloween costume.
And it was a Minnie Mouse, and I had the head and the ears and the red dress.
Your very first costume was a witch.
No, my very first costume was a clown.
Oh, that's
Clown.
right.
Clown.
It was a witch when you could walk.
Oh my gosh, you want to talk about a demented photo? Me sitting in the high chair with that, and I had red all over my. What were you guys thinking?
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Cute.
No, I look like a killer, and I had like Raggedy Ann hair. Yeah, that's pretty jacked up.
Yeah, so.
No, I made your costumes until you were like...
We would go to Joann Fabric and get one of the... That was a good time.
Getting the patterns and Patty
Yeah.
would work. And
What happened, Patty?
I don't know. I can't even get her to bring me a pop. You know, I don't.
Okay, in her defense, she never brought you a pop. That never happened.
Never did, no. So,
And that's the only time I sewed was at Halloween.
That's true. No, that's very true.
is there any memorable costumes that you wore that she didn't make as you got older? One of my favorite ones that I made for you was back at Lou's Halloween party when you were Pac Woman.
Oh,
I made you a Pac Woman, and she got inside the thing, and I made that out of. Yeah,
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
I would say worst Halloween is when I was pregnant with Dar and I was Snow White. Snow White got knocked up. I was miserable. I mean, he was born in December, and I was so fat and sick. Oh, it was terrible.
Sick.
Ugh.
I didn't dress up a lot for Halloween because I do Halloween. I don't dress up for it, so I
Okay,
don't have
pop
a lot
quiz.
of.
What was Dar on his first Halloween?
Let's see. Dar was Doodle Bops.
I was
Nope.
just going to say,
That
was
was
it
not his
Doodle
first
Bops?
Halloween.
That wasn't his first Halloween.
He was Robin.
Yes, I have a picture.
Because Chris O'Donnell played Robin, and that's who he's named after from Three Musketeers. He was Robin. The blue background.
Yes.
And he,
I'm getting
yes.
up. Yeah. I
Yeah, and then I think he was Doodle Bop when he was like 3 or something. I don't even think he was.
See, he's getting the
Speaking-
pictures that
speaking
were
of
in my
devil.
room.
the two.
Yep, see, this is my son Dar and his very first Halloween. And then,
when he was Doodle Bops,
Bobs.
he watched Doodle Bops all the time. I don't know how
Oh
many
my
of you
gosh.
know the
Don't
Doodle Bops.
pull the rope.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he did not. He
He doesn't
didn't
look too happy in that picture.
No, he
either.
didn't. But he didn't like the rope pulling. He didn't like them
No.
pulling ropes, and I would always encourage it. And of course, they always did. But
Yeah.
I brought those in here because I thought they could be used, and it worked out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't even. I don't even remember things I was or anything. My favorite that she was
Sexy nun?
Playboy Bunny.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God! Oh my God! She was like.
Oh my God!
She was like in her 30s, and oh, good Lord.
Good Lord!
These two, back when she was like, I don't know, Deza was like an older teenager, and Patty, I don't know how that would put you in. These guys both had real long blonde hair, and just were gorgeous, and
were? Back that up.
Were.
No, not were.
When I would walk into stores with these guys, it was like everybody's eyes went to these two because they were blonde and tan and
Still
long
blonde.
hair. I mean, they both had real long hair. Yeah, believe it or not, Deza had it down to her butt, and
It
so
just broke off,
And
okay?
just recently, Patty has trimmed hers up because of breakage and stuff. But up until a couple years ago, all the way down to her butt. You know, her
Hey,
whole life,
I still get people to
These
stare when I
guys
go
were-
in the Walmarts.
they just think you're going to steal something or something because you're...
Actually, at Walmart, I'm like a freaking supermodel, so
But,
yeah.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, these guys were just gorgeous at that age.
Are not
and
past
they,
tense.
like I said, they were tanning all the time, and they were blonde, and they were just
And
spectacular. And now what has happened? Age.
I
Didn't
still
hit me,
agree.
thank God, but it hit them heavy. Okay, hit them heavy, and it hurts. It hurts. Before we send Patty out for her bon voyage.
Boy, what did you say?
Bon voyage.
It's boy, I can't even say it.
Bon voyage.
Yes.
God.
We're gonna talk about what's our favorite candy. Since it's Halloween time, what's our favorite candy that we like Not necessarily for
I
a
don't
Halloween
eat
treat.
candy anymore.
Oh,
Butterfinger.
Let's
It
go out in
gets
the
stuck in my
let's go out in the
teeth.
trash can and see what we.
Skittles.
Yeah. Yeah. She does eat candy on the weekend. It's the only time she eats some candy if I have some out there.
$100,000, which
She
is
always liked the $100,000.
which is kind of weird because you can't really. That's not a.
They're kind of hard to bite into when you don't have tons of teeth like I do. Patty,
I guess it would be Butterfinger.
I don't agree with that.
It's been that old for years.
I don't think
we just don't buy them.
We have them right now, and
I ate them.
They're gone.
She tended to like Reese's a lot.
I took all the Reese's.
I like peanut butter.
Mason wanted.
That's
the
okay. I don't
Reese's.
care.
And
no, if they're not here, I'm not tempted to eat them.
My favorite candy bar is Zero, which me and probably 3 other people
I was gonna
in
say
the
what?
world.
Yeah.
Zero, the white
you can't
candy
even
bar.
hardly find those.
Those are
can
hard to
you?
find. I like the common one. I like Milky Way dark chocolate.
Dark?
And
Dark,
see, I like
dark.
Milky Way, but I don't
Yeah.
like dark
dark
chocolate.
Yeah, I like
semi-sweet.
Milky Way.
I like
too.
Three Musketeers.
Me too.
I like
Crunch
white
bars.
Nestle's Crunch.
Yes. I like just plain old Hershey
White
chocolate.
Nestle.
Yeah,
so
white.
good.
White. It's got to be white.
I don't like white
We like the white
chocolate.
chocolate.
Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
Regular
Tootsie Roll-
Tootsie Rolls.
they really
I
are
do.
underrated.
As long
but
as they're soft. I don't like the Tootsie
Oh,
Rolls
they-
that are little.
yeah.
You get them and they're a little older and they're just.
A lot of people
hard.
that work like the flavored Tootsie
Oh,
Rolls.
I
I
like
love
vanilla.
it. I
Vanilla.
love the fruit.
Izzy
Tootsie
and
Rolls.
Sean. Izzy and Sean love those.
Yes.
I
The blue
think they're
wrapped-
disgusting.
The blue and white wrapped vanilla.
Those help
Tootsie-
contribute to me getting fat.
That's what it was. That's what
It was just the Tootsie
I
Rolls.
said helped contribute.
I like
I
buns,
used to
too.
have those on my desk all the time.
Are they that fattening?
I wouldn't think that.
They're freaking candy. They're
a
pure sugar.
Freaking Tootsie Roll.
I don't. If you eat a whole bunch of them, heck
Everybody
yeah.
pretty much likes the Reese's stuff. Not does it because
I
she
don't eat
can't.
peanut butter.
She doesn't do the peanut butter
I
thing.
remember one
I like Babe
time
Ruth.
you got peanut butter on your finger.
'Cause I thought she was
and was
overacting.
trying to make her eat it.
And
She
it
wouldn't eat it.
rubbed it-
He barely touched it to her lip.
On my teeth. You got it on
Got
her
it
teeth.
on her teeth.
She threw up.
Don't-
Sorry.
Don't
Maybe
mess
too
on-
much
She was younger.
information,
She-
but
Oh, so
she was about 6
It was
years
more of a
old.
spitting
I
up
was
type thing.
no, I was traumatized.
Peanut butter. Everybody likes peanut butter.
That's not
okay?
true.
It's like saying you don't like ice cream, although she's had boyfriends that don't like ice cream. I'm like,
Who didn't
what?
like ice cream?
One of your boyfriends didn't. I don't think Jason was too fond of ice cream.
He ate everything else,
Yeah,
but
he did. But no, so that I like a lot of the payday. Oh my God, paydays
and Dar
are good.
likes whatchamacallit,
Dar's
which
like
nobody
whatchamacallit.
eats that.
I have a little trouble
I don't
finding
think
them
I've
for him
ever
over
had
there.
a whatchamacallit.
I have had one of Dar's whatchamacallits, and they're okay, but it's not. No, I think payday is right up there though. Our bulldog is coming in.
And
He's
he
had
looks
it.
like he eats a lot of Tootsie Rolls.
He's had a lot of
He
paydays.
is a Tootsie Roll.
He's a big Tootsie Roll, yeah. Okay, so that is our.
Did you want my ghost story?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We didn't tell. Why don't you come back to the end and tell the ghost story?
I have a ghost story too.
I don't want to come back.
It's only in trick photography. She's not real. She don't even have to get up. I just shut the camera off and started back up again. Okay, watch the last section of The Ghost Walks.
Gloria? Gloria?
I smell chloroform. This is all your fault. I told you not to leave her alone. We'll arouse everyone. Oh, Kent?
Well, Mr. Wood,
He's probably in his room.
I shouldn't cue you, but here comes Kent now.
Oh, Kent.
Yeah?
Gloria's disappeared.
Huh?
Say, have you been out in the rain?
No, why?
Well, whoever stole Gloria took her out of the window into the rain. Funny that you should be out of your room and then appear all wet.
I don't like your insinuations, Mr. Ames. If you must know, I couldn't sleep. I was going to take a bath in the tub and turned on the shower by mistake.
That's what I would call a watertight alibi.
Maybe Mr. Wood knows something.
I'd have more privacy in a convention hall. Come in.
Mr. Wood, some gentlemen to see you.
Have you seen Gloria?
She doesn't seem to be here. Why?
Gloria has been kidnapped.
Goody, goody.
I say, that's beastly rude of you. They accuse me, but I think Teddy's the guilty one. He's gone, too.
They've got to search the whole place over again. Get up and see the fun. It's better than looking for a good candidate before an election.
Not me. I'm staying right here. And if they don't stop this fool play and get out of here, I'll rid the world of the entire cast.
All right, stay here. I hope you're the next victim.
Mr. Wood, could I have a word with you?
If you try to get in this bed again, I'll shoot you, so help me.
I only wanted to say that you're right, as usual. The play is still going on.
Of course I'm right. I know the theater like Barnum knew his elephants. And I'm not cross with you, Erskine. In fact, I'm going to raise your salary.
Thanks. People don't disappear every 5 minutes in real life.
Unfortunately, some don't. I'd like to get some sleep.
But the play...
Earn some of the money that I pay you by watching it for me.
Why, I thought you fired me.
Not till we get back to town. Now, shut up and get up.
Guard! Guard! Huh? What do you want? Fine help you are. Gloria's been stolen. You're standing around here eating chicken.
Well, one must eat occasionally. What makes you think the lady was stolen? Rather an antiquated way to acquire a woman, isn't it?
Oh, shut up. Her window was open. She must have been taken out of the house. I'm going to search the grounds. I'm with you, Ames.
Hey, you. Come here. Where's your friend?
If you mean my honored employer, he's upstairs in bed.
I think I'll go up and look him over. There's something queer about you both. He winks at you and you wink at me. And I don't like it.
We'll make a careful search of the ground. You go that way, and I'll go this.
We'll search the house, and I'll meet you front.
Right.
Who's there?
Only me?
Oh, my old friend from the insane asylum. Come on in, sit down. Make yourself at home. Everybody else has. Hey, look here, old man, pal to pal. You're not really an asylum guard, are you?
No. How did you get?
Yeah, you can't fool an old-timer. You know, you're wasting your talents here. You're too good for this stuff.
The whole world knows that.
I said good, not perfect. Like that play. You know, I've been thinking that over. It's mighty darn gripping.
I think it's pathetically bad. I'll have no part in it.
Are you under contract to Ames?
Me? I should say not. But I'm ready for a presentation now that will astound the world.
I believe you are. I'll bet you'd be a sensation and a good part. And I'm going to give it to you. Herman Wood, the man who has given more stars to Broadway than Edison has electric lights, will star you personally in an extravaganza.
Splendid, splendid.
Oh, are you busy Thursday?
Let me see. No, I have nothing planned.
Good. Come to my office next Thursday and we'll sign a contract.
Splendid. But you should see me work first.
Well, what are you doing now?
Wasting time talking to you. Come with me, and I will show you real dramatics.
Are you kidding?
I never joke. I will show you drama. Stark, throbbing drama, with a master touch of comedy.
By golly, I'm with you. Just wait till I get my slippers.
Don't forget, Thursday. Come.
I'd feel a lot safer if I had my gun.
Where is it?
Home.
That's okay with me. Let's go over to your house and hang around.
It'll soon be daylight. Thank heaven.
Ames. Anything new? We made a complete search of the grounds and found nothing.
Well, how much longer is this going on? I'm getting tired of sitting around here and waiting for something that doesn't happen. The picture. It's alive. It winked.
What's the matter with him? He must be balmy.
Charles, what happened to you? Remember when I left the house to get the car and the cops?
Yes?
Well, that nuthouse guard leaves me at the garage. Then just as I'm getting into the car, somebody slugged me with a lead pipe.
What was the idea? Well, someone didn't want him to get away. And that someone is probably the escape nut that we're looking for.
How many of you are searching for him? There's already been a guard here tonight.
Well, there's possibly half a dozen of us, but believe you and I'll find him. Yeah, this guy disappears every so often, but we always spot him in this neighborhood.
I see. Well, after you were hit on the head, why did you come back to the house?
I figured getting the police was the wisest move to make. I've been knocked out and tied in the garage, but I broke the ropes. Then I tried to start the car, but I found out someone had gummed up the motor. Well, I began to hoof it into the village when these guards from the sanitarium picked me up, and here we are. Has anything happened since I left?
Yes, Gloria's been kidnapped and Terry's disappeared.
And now that Erskine person's gone violent.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll handle that.
Help! Help!
What's the matter?
Mr. Wood is gone.
What?
I said he's gone, and so is the guard. It's that picture that's doing it.
Oh, what's the matter with it?
Its eyes moved. It glared at me.
Why, it's as solid as the wall.
You're daffy. Those eyes never stared out of nothing but a paint pot.
I say someone looked out of that painting.
Okay, brother, we'll soon find out who's nuts around here. Say, he's right. These eyes are phony.
What'd I tell you? Now who's that?
Hey, there's a passageway back to this. A passage?
Look! It's moving!
That's how Beatrice disappeared from this room.
Well, I'm going to find out where it leads to.
I'll go with you.
Be careful. It looks dangerous.
My friends, since your entrance into this house, I have worked toward bringing you into this laboratory. Years ago, a famous surgeon lived, worked, and studied here. His name was Guthrie Gillis. He is dead now, but I, Professor Elmer Trittery, will carry on and improve his work.
Hey, I don't like these underground places.
Well, you may as well get used to it. You may spend a lot of time in one.
Why, the whole house must be honeycombed with passages. They lead all directions.
I am the greatest genius you have ever seen. I have mastered my work. Work that has produced power almost divine. I have become more than the greatest plastic surgeon in the world. I am the molder of mankind. I have reached a great decision. That is why I've allowed you all to trespass upon the seclusion that I have enjoyed in a supposedly deserted house. I discovered this old house of Dr. Gillis's on one of my many escapes from the sanitarium.
It is admirably fitted for my work. All I needed was patience. And now I have you, healthy people, who can't stand the rigor of certain small operations.
So wait. This looks like a door.
See where that leads to.
This patient you're looking for, is he violent?
Sometimes. He almost killed a guard tonight when he stole his uniform.
Oh, and he winked at me.
Leads into an open room with a swinging bookcase. Then Gloria did see something in that study. We've got to find her before anything happens to her.
It seems to me this is the fluid I used to paralyze the mice with yesterday. I think I meant to use it on your friend Beatrice. But somehow I became somewhat confused. So now the poor girl is dead. Forgive my stupidity. I will be more careful to see that you don't suffer the accidental death she did. I have brought back the spark of life. I am colossal.
Oh, my head aches. Take that smelling salts away. You're choking me.
I am awfully embarrassed. I thought I killed you, but I only gave you a headache. I ask your indulgence in looking at this chart. You will notice the various noses, eyes, and chins. You all have an ideal, a face you envy. You can have your choice of alteration. You understand, my operations run in series. You may look as you wish now. Ultimately, I will slowly change you to fit my model. Young lady, you shall have the honor of being the first of my table. I shall require very little from any of you. Just enough to begin my work. A feature from you, a bone from him, and a cartilage from that one.
It's the guard.
It's Professor Twiddly, the guy we're looking for.
Then he's the nut. Well, he's dangerous. Let's get him.
Wait a minute. Better not get him excited. I know how to handle him. Hello, Professor.
Why, Mr. McLeavy, what are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
Sure, but you've got to come home with us. It's important.
Home? Is there anything wrong?
Why, don't you remember? You operated on your old friend, Julius Caesar, a couple of days ago?
Did I now? Sure. Funny, I forgot. How'd it turn out?
Not so good. That's why we have to hurry back. You see, he got tired of his Roman nose, so you grafted on a new one. But you put it on upside down. And on rainy nights like this, the poor fellow can't go out for fear of drowning.
My. We'll return at once. Poor Caesar must be miserable.
Oh, Prescott, take me out of here. I never want to see another horror play.
Well, don't worry. I'll never write another one.
Yes, you will.
What?
Absolutely, but you've got to rewrite it. Just like this night and the experiences we've gone through.
Even to the murder of Beatrice?
Yes, I'm afraid Beatrice will have to die all over again.
Well, the ghost walks after all. Congratulations.
Congratulations, John.
You were all right too, Caraway.
Thank you, Mr. Wood.
Now what's the matter with you?
I was just thinking how terrible it would have been had the professor really operated on us and changed us all. You might have gotten my adenoids, and I would have gotten your false teeth.
Erskine, turn your face to the setting sun.
Oh! What's the idea?
Don't forget, you're fired.
Oh, Mr. Wood.
Come.
Okay, you just watch the entire movie or fast forward it. Doesn't matter. We're done with that. We can move on. We got to do our last section, section 5 for us. And we're just going to have Patty tell her ghost story. We don't believe in ghosts, but she does have a ghost story to tell. And I just found out about it today. Didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, I don't know any ghost stories.
I don't believe in ghosts, so I didn't think it was worth talking about.
But it has to do with her work. So she told me this, and I said, well, tell it on the show. This is about ghosts today.
And you work in a cemetery. If they're going to go anywhere, they're going to be there.
So we're going to have Patty tell her a little bit of a ghost story, and then she's going to vacate, and we're going to move on from there. Go ahead, go.
All right, so I was told that in our mausoleum, the very first person that was put in the mausoleum when it was built was a female, and they believe she haunts the mausoleum.
Okay.
I don't remember what her name was.
It's very quiet in the mausoleum when you walk in.
I'll tell you, it is kind of creepy. It kind of creeps me out if I have to go in there first thing in the morning and it's still dark outside.
I'd be playing music or something.
Yeah, it kind of just the thought that, oh my God, this building is full of dead people or ashes or whatever. But people have swore that when they've been in there where the alcove where she's at, they hear knocking sounds like she's knocking, trying to get out of her crypt.
She's a ghost.
She is in a crypt.
Yeah, just go right through the wall.
And that she has a little vase on her crypt. And whenever the flowers in her vase die, they end up on the floor because she's saying, change my flowers. That could be. And the reason that they say it's her doing it is because her crypt is up high. Someone standing on the floor could not reach her flowers. So she's putting them on the floor saying, you need to change my flowers.
in that area when we were having to help out there. And you have to be on a tall ladder. You can't.
It's 6 levels up.
Yeah, it's up high.
Yeah.
You got to be up high.
And I believe she's on the top level. So
that's her ghost
that's
story.
The story. I've never heard anything when I've had to be in there.
We've been in there several times. I don't even get the creeps in there for some reason.
I don't unless, like I said, unless
it's
it's dark outside because it's first thing in the morning. That kind of creeps me out.
Yeah, it's very clean in there and quiet in there. And I don't know, ghostly stuff just doesn't usually because
I don't believe in ghosts, so I don't.
Yeah.
Think, but it just kind of, if you think about it,
try living in a death house. Try that out for some.
Yeah, he did live in a death house, so.
Okay, can I go now?
Yeah, you can go.
All right, you gonna shut the camera off so I can exit?
No, I was gonna have you stand up and show me. This is her new Halloween dress, which she got, and yesterday she's got several coming, but this one was a little snugger than she thought it was going to be. It's got real long thing, and it's a little more form-fitting in the center than she cared for it to be.
Center.
We don't do form-fitting.
Yeah,
no.
But not that she's fat or anything, but it's real clingy. And even when you're not fat, you got to be really smooth, you know.
Smooth.
But anyway, that's her dress, and yeah, she's got real long sleeves.
That would drive me
longer
nuts.
than It's almost long enough where you could wear it where you put your legs through this and flip it upside down. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll let her go, and then Dessa will continue. Okay? She's getting up.
I forgot about even living in that house.
I don't know if Panic will want to go or not. He can stay in if he wants. If he bothers, okay.
So somebody was murdered in the house that I bought. It was like a really old
Several
woman.
years ago.
Yeah, she was.
No, the house was very reasonably priced. It was a good house, But nobody was buying it.
She
Nobody was buying
killed
because
in
there
it.
was a murder in that house. It was on the news. She was killed in that house.
But I always felt like she was like watching over us because I was taking care of her house, and she really liked that house, and it was just
And
her. So
we improved that house.
yeah,
we did.
I love that house.
We did. So she lived in a murder house.
I didn't tell my kid till later on.
Right, and when there is a murder in the house, the realtor has to tell the next person.
I thought I didn't care, honestly. Like,
I mean, that's why people would come there and look at the house.
10 people had come there before us,
And
wanted to buy it, and then they found out and wouldn't do it.
That was the murder house, and they would not buy
The
it.
day before we moved in is when they caught the killer.
Yeah, it really was. I remember we were riding our bikes up to Kmart, the back way, me, you, and Dar, and we got a text saying that the murderer they had been on his trail for a long time, but they had to extradite him from Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a troublemaking teen, and
broke into this woman's house, and she fought him. Like, there was a huge fight. Yeah, 80-something.
And he stabbed her and killed her. And
she got her licks in on him, too. He wasn't...
She laid there dead for a couple days. The front window was broken out. The neighbors across the street did not realize.
Which, of course, when we moved in, the neighbors all looked at us really strange.
Yeah, because like, wow.
They thought we were related, and then when I told them we weren't, it was like, oh, God, you moved in here?
Yeah, it's what you got in your head if you got a problem.
I mean, it was kind of creepy when we first moved in. I was pulling her hairs out of the sink, and she had her old license plates in the basement.
Yes.
She liked to garden, so she had that. That was a little creepy, finding her stuff.
She had 40-watt bulbs and all the you could barely see in there with the bulb. We had to change all the bulbs in every overhead lighting and stuff because they were all way too low power. You said you had a ghost story?
So one in me and Dar's first house,
LaSalle.
Yeah, I was rocking
that
him.
house is probably 100 years old.
I was rocking him in the chair in his room, and his room was pirate themed, so we had those little pirates.
Yeah.
One literally just like flew across the room. Like, it didn't just fall off the TV. It just...
I don't remember that.
Oh, God. Scared the crap out of me. Yeah, it didn't just fall off the TV. It went flying across the room. And I just remember going...
remember that.
Okay. And I'm just like, the baby's sleeping. We're just going to sit here for a hot second. Scared the crap out of me.
I do not remember
yeah,
that.
because it didn't just fall off. It went flying.
Houses tend to be a little... She decorated much like we kind of do here. Is a little creepy. You had blood.
That was in the one where the woman died. Dar's playroom was red, and him and I made bloody handprints around the windowsill, and then he had zombie posters because that's what he liked.
Yeah, and so it was a spooky looking house, and yeah.
Ghoulish attire is what it was called.
Yeah, according to the...
Guardian ad litem.
Yeah, trying to get custody.
Trying to make me sound like I was
Some
a
kind
bad
of a weird
mom
person.
because I
It's
had
like,
Halloween stuff.
Imagination is not something that will be tolerated.
I mean, I get it. Like, you usually don't go in kids' playrooms and there's bloody handprints on the wall. But he was older. He
Dar
knew.
was brought up differently. Dar was brought up in this atmosphere, and he was not scared of any of this stuff. Nothing.
That was one of my favorite
It
rooms
was fine
in the
for
house for how it was decorated.
So, no, he was fine. We got the bulldog next to me here, and he can literally tip over the wall if he needs to, so we got to be careful. I am going to not show something I was planning on showing today because we're running so long. I will show you, this is the only ghost motionette I actually have. I looked through everything. I don't have ghost stuff. And,
that was Panic who made that noise.
Typical motionette music. This is supposed to move. I think it's just kind of tired. The pumpkin is lit up.
What is that?
The pumpkin is lit. I think it's trying to move a little bit, but it's supposed to move a little in the arms, I believe. But this is old. Loud, so loud. You can't adjust the volume on these older ones. These are battery operated, and they got C batteries. That's when you know you're in trouble, when you got a C battery. But that's the only ghost motion that I had. So I wanted to show you that. I was going to show you, was going to go into showing you all the monster cereal boxes, but I'm not going to do it today because this show is running so long, and I'm still not done. When we first moved in here, way back in the day, I don't even know if you remember, I started being a Halloween person, I started trying to grow pumpkins, gourds.
I do remember
in
that.
the backyard.
In that
And
little...
it's kind of hard to grow back here because the trees are so awesomely big that the sun doesn't always get to them. But I was successful in trying to grow, and I tried to also grow. I grew one sunflower that got very tall, and then I come home from one day from work, and when it was really thriving, and the squirrels had like chopped it down in the middle and got so they could get to the sunflower seeds and eat the. They destroyed that big sunflower. I was so proud of it because it had gotten so big. The gourds did okay. The pumpkins never got big. The squirrels around here are just rampant. They're all over. We have trees that just produce so much acorns. They love living here. We got squirrels everywhere, usually dead in the road a lot of times because some reason they cross. I don't know why they'd want to. When the Halloween walkthrough was back here, they would crawl all over every. Not to mention the possums and the raccoons, but the squirrels were all over everything, and they would hurt anything. They have chopped wires before to
They love
do with
Easter
lighting.
candy.
yeah, they will eat Dar's Easter candy right out of the eggs, especially if it's peanut butter related. But yeah, the squirrels go crazy here, and they destroyed pretty much anything I would grow. So I learned early on when we first moved in not to grow anything. There's nothing, not without having a good secure greenhouse. And believe me, that's crossed my mind a couple times, but I'm just not into growing things that desperately to where I'd get a greenhouse. But that's what I tried to grow when I first came in here. One other thing I want to mention before we go. Back when we trick-or-treating back in our day, you never seen it any other way but having a designated time. Around here it's 5 to 7 around here every year is 5 to 7, 2 hours. You basically get done just as it's getting dusk, and you're done. Back in my day, the older people would be able to tell you, you didn't go until it got dusk. You were chomping at the bit, but you had to wait until it got dusk. Then you could start rolling, okay? And not only that, there wasn't a time. That's when you started, and you stopped when you felt like stopping, and everybody started turning off their lights. I don't know what time it was, but we stopped when we stopped. Our neighborhood was very, very houses everywhere, and it was quiet, and it was easy to do. And we had a great time. Another thing we did, we always trick-or-treated the night before. You just did. It wasn't
I've never heard of that.
It wasn't I don't know when all this stuff changed. It just
because people can't afford to get.
I got to live this way all through my young years of trick or treating. Then I got to be a teenager to where I didn't do this anymore. And then when I came back and had a daughter, all the rules had changed. You didn't go the night before. What do you mean going the night before? You have a designated time, and that's all you go. And you didn't go the night before. We always went the night before. They called that beggar's night. But
I do remember you saying that.
In our neighborhood, kids everywhere. In our neighborhood, 95% of the kids went the night before and Halloween. There was only a very small handful of the kids that were not allowed to go on both nights.
What a fun sucker.
Yeah, they probably had panties and a bunch of parents that didn't let them go. But back in our day, you went both nights. You got candies both nights, and everybody just knew that was the way it went. But I'm going to end this show on a note that, I don't know if Debs even knows about this one. Jeez. Back in the day, when we used to trick-or-treat, and Sherry, my youngest sister, she was a scamp. She grew up being a scamp as well, and usually had some kind of issues all the time, some kind of troubles all the time. But as a young person, she was a scamp then too. She was a little bit of a feisty one. She would stand out by the road and wait for cars to go by. Our neighborhood is very quiet. She'd stand out by the road and say, when a car went by, "Don't run over me." She really did this.
I don't even get it.
It had nothing to do with Halloween. I'm just telling you something she did.
She just stood by the road?
She stood by the road when a car come by, and she would, "Don't run over me." And she wasn't in the road. Okay? That's what Sherry would do. Anyway, giving you some idea, but Sherry, Sherry
that
had...
doesn't even make sense.
she was crazy, okay?
Why didn't your mother bring her in that house?
I don't even know if Mom
She
knew
probably was
did.
hoping she was going to get hit by a car. My God.
Anyway, we went trick-or-treating one night, and Sherry, being a scamp that she was, sometimes scamps get enemies. And
I can. And she wasn't big either.
She wasn't big.
Could she fight good though?
I don't know. But
wasn't Lou the fighter?
Lou was the fighter, yes.
Yeah.
She was always bigger than everybody. I was
vibe.
very skinny and everything, so I didn't do that. But Sherry, I don't know how old she was at this time. I'm gonna say about 10, probably around 10 years old. But she, you get enemies, and this person whose house we went to trick or treating, this person who. There was no father involved. It was just a woman, and she was known for being a butthole.
The mom or the kid?
The mom. The kid was a little bit of a brat, but
so the kid didn't like Sherry.
I think Sherry and the boy had issues at times.
Okay, but the mom's got to protect her own kid, so I get.
And this mom was a wicked witch indeed. She wouldn't have had issues. But we trick or treated up there as a group. I don't know who all the people were, but we trick or treated up there, and the woman didn't, because Sherry was in costume. She didn't know that was Sherry.
Yeah.
She didn't like Sherry. She wanted to kill Sherry.
She was 10!
When you got enemies like that already when you're 10.
Okay, but no, I'm saying, like, as a parent, trust me, there's been little kids that I don't like, but my God, you're 10.
Sherry starts to walk away. I'm further out in the driveway with the group and everybody. There's some grown-ups with us. I think Lou was with us, for example. She the woman yells out, "I didn't know that was you. If I would have known that was you, I would have put a razor blade in your apple. I would have put some poison in your candy." She actually said this, people. She would have tainted her treat to kill her. She yelled this out.
Okay, I have a couple of comments. Number one, if you're 10 years old and you have irritated an adult that much,
where they're gonna kill you.
That's kind of impressive. Number two, though, nowadays, you could never yell that. So
we all heard it.
Did anybody do anything?
No. Because probably half of us wanted to give Sherry a tainted treat too, but we didn't. No, the woman yelled this out. She would have tainted her treat and killed her.
I'm kind of impressed, but...
Yes,
I want to know what Sherry did to this kid.
I couldn't even tell you what happened that caused this issue. But the woman threatened her with poisonous treats.
Hey, Jessica, if you can find out from Lou maybe what happened.
I don't think Lou would know. Lou probably wouldn't even remember this took place. There's some things in your life that you come up with and you just don't forget.
Yeah, you don't forget that.
I didn't forget this. I'm going to look at the camera for a minute because we got the sun shining right at it. Oh, my. The sun is really screwing this up. Oh, yeah. It's screwing this up big time. I'm going to let it go with this, but yeah, the sun is pointing at this camera.
It hasn't been doing it the whole time, though.
No, not the whole time. So if you're seeing a real bad picture, the sun is really... I'm going to walk in front for a second. The sun is really coming in in that window and really causing havoc. So, yeah, that's why you were seeing such a bad picture there. The sun was coming in. It's really slanted. It's, it's November. It's November, so... Yeah, I didn't realize, I didn't think about it. But
that's
anyway,
a great story.
Anyway, that's something that you remember that in your lifetime, and yeah.
Who yells that at a 10-year-old? I mean, I could imagine there was 10-year-olds I wanted
Sherry
to yell.
was always in some kind of issues of some sort. She was a little feisty. But anyway, that's our tainted Halloween story, and that's our Halloween post show. I'm already worried about next year's show because I don't know what I'm going to do other than carving pumpkins live. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, anyway, that's our show. Hopefully this is a long show, so those of you other than Jessica that have stayed here and watched it, congratulations. All right, we'll see you next time and next year on... Next year on Halloween.
Oh, I thought...
Because it's our Halloween post show. I'm telling you right now, I'm warning you, what's coming up for the month of November is not spooky. It's kind of got its own little niches. But it's not spooky. We're going to kind of back off of spooky because we did the Halloween month. We're going to back off of spooky and do kind of odd movies for a few movies here. And then we're going to go into our Christmas time horror movies, so to speak. Yeah, so to speak. But I got that all planned out too. So, yeah. Okay, so we'll see you next time on... You ready?
Yes.
Spook Show Gravy.
Creature feature.